Former collegiate championship swimmer Riley Gaines goes to Congress, schools them on what a woman is.
It's a man.
Pulls out the flamethrower and a roastings aplenty. I'm Jazz Berganza, and this is what's next. Hey, what's up, guys? Jazz Berganza, what's next? Your daily? Happy Thursday. Well, so many things in the last 24 hours. Of course, we still have the stupidity issues regarding the whole Donald Trump indictment. And of course, Donald Trump going on Fox News, and actually Fox News turning up the heat on him and how he reacted. Then we go to Congress, where we have Adam Schiff, who got censured, whatever that means, because it really doesn't do anything. That's like, you've been a bad boy, slap you on the wrist. So to me, that's worthless. Even though Adam Schiff for Brains has been lying about Russia for the better part of, 7 years now? Good grief. And now we come to Riley Gaines. Riley Gaines, former collegiate championship swimmer, who lost to a dude, yes, Will Thomas, remember him? And of course, the whole situation with, should men be allowed to play in women's sports? Of course, it's an emphatic no to real women and to conscious-minded people and common sensors like you and me. But of course, to the leftist woke mob, no, how dare you? You're a bigot. Well, Riley Gaines goes to Congress, and she sits down with the clown show. And of course, you have the Human Rights Campaign and others trying to gang pile on top of her. But of course, she pulls out the grenades and blows the place up. Gotta love it. And here we go. This comes out of the PJ Media. Excuse me, I almost said post-millennial. Riley Gaines humiliates the president of the Human Rights Campaign. Not very hard to do. On Wednesday, Kelly Robinson, the president of the Human Rights Campaign, which professes to be the largest alphabet civil rights organization in the country, testified before the House Judiciary Committee on issues that state banning, yes, transanity procedures for minors, as well as allowing biological men to play in women's sports. She was an expert witness for the Democrats, and not a very good one. As women's sports advocate, Riley Gaines instantly demolished Robinson's talking points, claiming that only real men don't have the physical advantages over women. Senator John Kennedy asked, don't you think, you don't think that a biological male has a physical advantage in sports over a biological female? And I hate the qualifiers. I really do. It's men versus women, period. Not as a definitive statement, she replied. How many female members of the NBA do you see? Kennedy asked. Well, I can say that, that there's been this news article about men that think that they could beat Serena Williams in tennis, right? And they think they could actually score a point over her. And that's just not the case. She's stronger than cut off. Kennedy quickly jumped in and questioned to Riley Gaines, who merely pointed out the inconvenient facts. Both Serena and Venus lost to the 203rd ranked male tennis player in the world, Gaines pointed out, noting that both Serena and Venus are phenoms among women. My experience, my husband, he swam at the University of Kentucky as well. In terms of accolades, in terms of national ranking, I was much better scorer than them. He could kick my butt any day of the week without trying. And here we go.
Women, you don't believe that a biological male has a physical advantage in
and Kennedy, who's been a savage himself in roasting the Democrats.
Definitive statement.
Give me an example. Well, no, I don't think. How many female members of the NBA do you see?
Well, I can say that, there's been this news article.
There's a lot of men in the WNBA, I'm just saying.
Serena Williams in tennis, right? That they think that they could actually score a point on her.
Brittany Greer, anyone?
And it's just not the case. She is stronger than that.
What's your experience, Ben? Male, female?
Both Serena and Venus lost to the 203rd ranked male tennis player, which they're phenoms for women.
Boom!
My experience, my husband, he swam at University of Kentucky as well. In terms of accolades and in terms of national ranking, I was a much better swimmer than him. He could kick my butt any day of the week without trying.
Oh my. Gaines, in fact, is absolutely correct. In 1998, both Serena and Venus Williams claimed they could be competitive with on the men's tour, specifically claiming that they could defeat any male player who ranked above 200 in the Associated Tennis professional rankings. German tennis player Carsten Brox accepted the Carsten. I'm probably butchering his name, and I apologize. Carsten Brox accepted the challenge and beat both of them on the same day. That's fact. The German, who at a time held a position of 203 in the world, defeated the two U.S. tennis player legends with scores of 6-2 and 6-1 respectively, despite drinking a few beers before the match and being seen smoking a cigarette. Oh my. Gaines competed against U.S. Penn's Will Thomas in the NCAA championships last year and managed to tie him, but was denied the trophy in favor of the dude. Gaines also described the trauma as having to share a locker room with Will Thomas, who, despite identifying as a woman, still had his balls hanging out all over the place while he undressed and exposed them in front of the women who were getting dressed. Gaines also schooled Dick Durbin, again, not a hard thing to do, who only seemed to care about how policies protecting women's sports affected the trannies. Senator Durbin, in your opening statement, you had mentioned this rhetoric. You had mentioned that what the message does send to trans individuals. And my comeback to this is, what message does this send to women? To young girls who are denied these opportunities so easily, their rights to privacy and safety thrown out the window to protect a small, insignificant population, to protect one group, as long as they're, quote, happy. What about us? This is the overall general consensus of how we all felt in that locker room. Boom, 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 boom. Again, Riley Gaines shows up with facts, common sense, and receipts, throws the grenade, and watches it go up. I love it. This is the continuing, ongoing clown show that it is 2023. Because remember back in 20, we said, wow, it can't get any worse. Here comes 21. Man, it can't get any worse. 22, man, it can't get any worse. 23, oh yes, it can get worse. And it has been. We have seen disaster after disaster after disaster when it comes to what is a woman. You know, I give credit to Matt Walsh on that one. Because Riley Gaines is a real woman. Like I said during the video, I'm not a fan of qualifiers. I hate qualifiers. I really do. You're a man, you're a woman, done. Period. Move on. That's it. So Riley Gaines has been an incredible advocate. She has taken the slings and arrows. Literally, she has gotten beat up. She has gotten, quote unquote, kidnapped by the alphabet mob. And yet she still stands. And yet she's here. And of course, she'll continue to go on doing the college speeches. She'll go on tours and things of that nature to continue to press the issue that men need to stay the fuck out of women's sports. Because now that men are better at being women than women, you know. But Gaines and other women, you know, like Candace Owens and others are going to step up. Even the legend herself, Martina Navratilova, who has slammed the tranny issue, who has said over and over again that men need to stay out of women's sports after women have worked so hard to get where they got, and yet they're being fucked over because stupidity, idiocy, and nonsense. And with that being said, I'm Jazz Berganzo. This is What's Next. Want to see more like this? Please leave a comment below. Like it, share it, subscribe to it, hit that notification bell so you guys never miss a thing. And we'll see you next time. Peace.